Welcome everybody. Hello, hello. How's it going? Happy Tuesday afternoon. Hope you're all having a pleasant day today. Thank you for tuning in early. I had originally scheduled this collab, or not collab. I had originally scheduled this stream for 4 o'clock, and then I saw that Pomu tweeted that she will be having an unarchived karaoke. That has dope Yoda to it. I'm like, I can't miss this, but also I don't want to stream on top of her, and so I quickly changed my streaming time. Sorry if that's inconvenienced a lot of you. I appreciate you guys. Oops! I appreciate you guys being here regardless. But yeah, today is my 1 month streaming anniversary. Woohoo! Yeah! Looking back on all the streams I did, actually, like 3 streams a week, like that's a big accomplishment. Hello, hello. How's it going, Brendan? How's your Tuesday afternoon going so far? If I were to look back and think about how I did all of it, I don't think I would be able to recall how. Happy anniversary. Thank you so much. Yeah. I'm super proud of myself for getting this far. Yeah, like I'm not thinking of it as like a, man, I never thought I would get here, but it's like, oh, damn, that happened. I made it here, and I think it's worth celebrating. Rory, thank you for coming. Happy 1 month. Yeah. Crazy. Thank you, Sam. Happy 1 month. Welcome everybody. Why is chat not showing on screen? Give me 1 sec. I might have to go into, oops, I might have to go into Stream Elements to fix this. I noticed that the chat wasn't working last time, and I was just like, I thought I had fixed it this time because I think I copy pasted settings, and then I changed them. So let me do this. Okay. Oops. Give me a sec. The blue screen of death. 480, 600. Actually, I didn't know what the screen looked like. Until, there we go. Alright, hopefully that works. It should be connected to my YouTube chat. If not, we'll just have a blank space here, and I'll just move this here. Like that. I'm sorry, guys. I'll have to look more into this later. But yeah, here I am now, and definitely proud of the progress that I've done. I'm someone who, it's really hard for me to like keep a consistent schedule. And so I have to plan it out ahead of time. I have to put reminders on my calendar, and the fact that overall I was able to maintain it, I think is really, really cool. Yeah. So we'll get started with the Q&A section of today's stream. So if you guys haven't seen the link, I will go ahead and post it on here. So just call this link. Oh, just kidding. So it's not going to be on this page. Alright, so let's transition over to our other stream, our other window. Ta-da! Woohoo! So I have the Q&A up on the screen. I'll go ahead and add the link. But essentially, I found this website that allowed you to set up a Q&A. People can post questions anonymously. And I really wanted to do marshmallows, but I didn't know how to work the system because it was all in Japanese. Um, and it said that it goes through a moderator and stuff. And obviously, I could be the moderator, but it seemed like a lot of work. So I didn't want to do that. So I found an English site. Oh my God, this is going to be enormous. Oh, let's shrink this. We'll put the link in here. Like that. Oh, let me grab it. So the link is the same for all of them. The only thing is that you need a room code, and that'll give you the specific. Oh, maybe I should make this dark. Do that. Select color. Black. Okay. Thank you for the hearts. Super cute. Can I not turn this black? Oh. There we go. All right, so it's gonna stand out a little bit. All right, we'll just do that. Onlinequestions.org. And then, so I was like, why is this website free? You know, like that's a little sussy. And it turns out it was made by, I think, a student or someone from a university, and they just made it online so anyone can access it, which I think is really cool. Let me grab the stream or the room number. I don't even remember it. It was a complicated set of numbers. Got it, right here. Cool. So that's how you can get into the room. You're welcome to submit more questions. Pretty useful interface. Actually, it's really nice because then you can see everything on here. And so I'm really happy with it. Put that there just because I want it to look pretty. We'll right center it. There we go. Okay. So I'll go from left to right. Or even I could go like in a W. Actually, W would be really fun. So then I'll start with this aqua question here on the bottom. So it says, if you had a VTuber model, what would it look like and why? So I've been trying to think a lot about an OC that I want. If you guys saw my introductory video, I had this pic crew of like this really pretty girl with like pink hair, maybe in the same hairstyle as like Kita from Bochi the Rock. Just very pretty, mellow, but can also be like charismatic type. And I think that's definitely a persona that I've wanted to have since I was a kid. I've always wanted to look like super graceful, super pretty, but that's just not the type of person I am. It doesn't mean I still don't want it, and it doesn't mean I don't appreciate who I am like today. But that's definitely something I've idealized for a while. So I thought like when I first started streaming, I'm like, okay, I think this is the person that I want to embody. But then as the month went by and I started thinking a little more about my gender personally, I think I'm definitely non-binary, as in I don't lean more towards one or the other gender in terms of the binary, so male or female. I still do want to appear like super girly sometimes, but that's only very like infrequently. So I felt like it wasn't right to choose a model that doesn't really represent myself 100% of the time, because then sometimes I might feel like I have to act the part, or like feel like I'm like super giggly girly that day when I'm really not. And So yeah, now I'm sort of like up in the air again about about what kind of VTuber model that I have. But like regardless of the way the VTuber model looks, I do know that when I like if I were to get it rigged, I don't want it to be super jiggly. Like I find the super jiggly VTuber models to be a little too unrealistic. Um it I think it catches my eye all the time and it's a little distracting. So I would want something that's a little more like human. But I think what's most important for me is being able to capture my facial expressions. It would be great. Like I was watching Wilson stream from Niji Sanji En, and he was just like, yeah, or like he read a comment and they were just like, yeah, you're so expressive. And he was just like, yeah, like I think I'm like he didn't say like yeah I think I am, but he said I'm really grateful for my mama and my rigger who are able to really like capture these expressions. And I feel like that's part of the reason why I like watching Wilson so much is because you could really see the expressions on his face. um and I sort of want the same thing, just because I find that my voice pretty much stays the same tone when I'm talking normally, or if I'm get really excited, I'm like, "Oh my god, what? That's so cool!" Or if I'm angry, like, "Now!" The evil within. Why does this guy have to hit me now? Um, oh, okay, agree. The jiggles feel a little uncanny, right? Happy anniversary! Thank you, Frag. Thank you for coming. Yeah, yeah. So, but if I could have a model that really has good face tracking, then that way I won't have to use toggles, because I think I wouldn't remember to switch in and out of my toggles. I think someone who does use their toggles really well is Shy Lily. Like I really admire her ability to like in the moment be able to switch to the face that she wants to have, and she just has such good control over it. And I want to be able to do something like that, but I don't think that I can. So the best next thing would be to have like a good model that has good facial recognition. Yeah. But yeah, actually, I'm gonna look this up. Um, okay, I'm gonna look it up in another window first, just to make sure I don't get anything like sussy. Um, but there's this manga that I was introduced to, and I started reading it, and I actually love it. And I want to show a picture of like what some of the characters look like. Um, Here, I'll just save a picture, and then I'll put it on OBS. Image. Okay. Thank you, Valley. Happy 1 month. Thank you. Woohoo. All right. So the manga is called How I Attended an All Guys Mixer, and so these three guys here, there's 6 guys in total. So 3 of them were invited to a mixer, and then when they arrived, the girls were dressed as guys. So these guys are actually girls. Um, and like seeing them be really comfortable in like men's clothing and not really like have to act the part, but just be themselves and still pass as a guy, I think is really cool. Um, I would love to have. Well, I'm now. Okay, hold on. Let me show you a picture of what she's like the main girl. Um, and let me show you what she looks like in her, I guess, her quote unquote girl form. Mm, Suo, that's her name. There's not a lot because I think it's like not a spoiler, but it's just part of stop. Stop beeping at me. Here. So that's what she looks like when she's not in drag, when she's not wearing men's clothes. But she has like these long bangs in the front and just long hair in the back. So like it's almost like a mullet, but not a mullet. So that's actually like my hair is sort of like the way Suo-chan's looks like right now, except the hair in the back isn't long because I just started growing it out. Um, but if I could have a model with this haircut, like some haircuts that I really like would be Yusan or Unnamed. They have like a jellyfish haircut, which I really like. Um, Another person's haircut that I really like would have to be Luca Kaneshiro from Niji Sanji, and um, he has like a wolf cut ish. And so I'm sort of going in between like the wolf cut and the jellyfish haircut. But honestly, if I could just get a model that like is just totally androgynous, that would be so fun. Or I get two different, well, not okay. So when I say models, as in like two different drawings. And then if I end up choosing two different designs, and I wouldn't even get them rigged or anything, I'd just be like a PNG tuber. But I would have like the super girly feminine one when I feel that way that day, if I do, and then I have the super um I know, hi Susanne, so good. She's so good. Yeah. I have like one that looks more masculine or a little more androgynous. Like I think I would really like that. So yeah, that's sort of my brain rot on thinking of a model. Um, it's a big commitment. I was talking to one of my VTuber friends, and she said, "Thank you so much, Susanne. I appreciate it." Um, she said that you want a design that you're gonna like regardless of how you feel. So like a design that it's not elements that you think you like, it's elements that you for sure like. That way, if you choose to put that character into, if you actually choose to make that character into a model, then you won't have any regrets, or you won't have like as some people do it, like a re-debut where they just totally like choose a, like they have the same character but they choose a different design, etc. um we love androgyny. We really do love androgyny. I think what's crazy is that when I went on vacation and I had this hair, because I only cut my hair recently, and this vacation was about like maybe 2 months ago, or even longer than that now. Um, but I remember going to another country and people would like stare at me in a way that I wasn't used to. And but like it wasn't just a stare. It was sort of just like a what are you sort of look. And I'm like, I haven't gotten this before. But I'm not against it. Like if people don't immediately look and go, girl, I'm like, that's good. Okay, next question. So we're going to the cyan one. I wonder if I could do, okay, I have an idea. I'm gonna put up an image. Suo-chan, you're gonna be replaced with something else. Oh, I thought I had a cropped picture of her. Oh my. Actually, uh, oh, no, not in Fugi's. References? I'm going through all my different folders right now, just trying to find an image. Um, huh? How do I not have a cropped photo of this? Uh, I'm here. Did you answer any questions yet? Thank you for coming, Boomer Virus. I answered the if you had a VTuber model, what would you look like and why? I spent a lot of time on that question, so not much has transpired. But definitely when I come across your question, let me know. So that I know is yours. Also, if you like would like to claim the question, you are welcome to. I did it anonymously just so that people can post questions and feel comfortable. Um, but you do not have ah ha ha. You do not have to worry. All right, this is bothering me, so I'm gonna crop this photo and then just save it separately. I'm using my profile picture as a little marker, so that way you guys know which, that way you know which question that we're on. Yes, thank you everyone again for coming early. This originally was set up for, oh my God, where did it go? This originally was set up for 4 o'clock, but because I didn't want to overlap with Pomu's stream, I changed it last minute, but thank you. All right, there we go. This is the question that we're on. Pomu virus, I'll let you know when you get to mine for sure. Sounds good, sounds good. Alrighty, favorite outfit in NutnutYe could be anyone's. The first person that comes to mind would have to be Illyra 2.0. I love how graceful it looks. I think that's really it. Just the gracefulness of the outfit just catches my eye. I love, like, I have the acrylic sander for new outfit and I just love it so much. Um, I'm going through different libraries in my head. Okay, Pomu, Finana. Oh, I also like Finana's 2.0 outfit because it's also like very traditional. Is it supposed to be a kimono? I don't know the actual like style of the clothing, but it's still super cute. And I love how it's like a short skirt. See, Obsidia, Etheria, Luxium. You know, I like Ike's 2.0 outfit as well, just because how casual it is. Noctix. Ukimama is great, graceful and pretty. Iluna. Iluna hasn't come out with new outfits yet. Someone posted something. They're just like, oh, I could be reading too much into this, but Aya might be cooking something for a new outfit. I'm very excited to see what she's gonna have. I wouldn't say Ren's outfit catches me, but just his overall look, like with his face, the way his features are really balanced. He's just a very like handsome guy, or like his model is just very handsome, and I'm like, I appreciate that. Exile, I love also Doppio's design. No one's outfit particularly reaches out for me, and then same thing with Crisis as well. Hehe. Yes. our resident Red Vader. All right, next question. Favorite musicians or bands? I feel like my music taste hasn't really changed. Not that like I'm like stubbornly like stuck on a certain genre. It's just when I listen to these songs, it never gets old. Or maybe I'll have to. Sorry, Rory. I didn't mean to put you on the spot there. I guess I was more thinking like, oh yeah, like it's so cool. We have like other like oshis in this chat because a lot of us are pomudashis. um, if you have other oshis, shout them out in chat. Um, but the type of music that I listen to a lot would have to be like alternative pop. So like my most favorite band group ever is my most favorite band group ever is The Scripts. And it's particularly like their older albums. I think generally sounds that really get me would have to be like live drums, live guitar, live instrumentals. I'm not very fond of like electronic music or synthetic music, just because I think they like give me headaches. I don't know what it is about like synthetic sounds, but it's not something that I've ever gotten into. Um, and I think also this music is just very nostalgic because I remember listening to it on the way to school. Um, and it really stuck with me since then. But I also did have like a K-pop phase where I really enjoyed 17 and Day 6. I enjoyed a lot of 17's like older stuff before they started getting a little more mature. And in Day 6, I also really liked their older stuff when it was like they had two albums that I really like the most, which is I think it's Sunrise and Moonrise. And their sound just is very, I don't know. If you listen to the script and then listen to Day 6, I think you would understand the type of music that I like the most. I also love like piano, so piano instrumentals, and really just soft music as well. Um, yeah, I think I like music that really like soothes my mood for sure. Like if I, so I don't listen to a lot of hard music, a lot of loud music, because it sort of gets my, it feels like my immune system's being activated, and I'm like, oh, what's going on? Okay, next question. Pancake or waffles? Pancakes. Always liked pancakes since I was a kid. Never really grew up eating waffles, but even when I did have the opportunity to eat waffles, I always thought that waffles made my palate just really dry. And I think it's just because the surface, it's like it could be the same batter. Um, but the waffle, like the batter as it comes in contact with all like the ridges of the waffle iron, it gets crispy, and then it um I don't know, it just changes. It just changes it. Like pancakes, you have still flat surface area, but even still you can like undercook it so that it doesn't get all like crispy and stuff. But waffle irons, they're just like it's in here for 2 minutes and then you flip it and it's in here for like a minute and then you flip and then it's done. It's just like, oh, can I not remove it during? But even if you did, like you'd have to know how many seconds. It's just this is a lot of work. But chocolate chip pancakes are the best. And because I never liked them, I never liked my pancakes super, super sweet. I never liked like regular syrup. If I ever have pancakes, I eat them with honey instead because it's a natural sugar. Um, what about you guys? Chocolate chip pancakes, yeah. Are you guys pancakes or waffles? I want to see how many people are either on the same boat or just like, no, wrong. Like pineapple on pizza. Waffles are gas, though. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I respect that. I respect that a lot. Blueberry pancakes? Yeah. Do you like with fresh blueberries or do you like with dried blueberries? Because I do know that like the dried ones can be a bit sweeter. Your waffles? What do you like as your topping on waffles? The pancakes are so good. Pancakes are definitely like a comfort food for me. I don't get full off of pancakes, but I do enjoy eating them. I prefer waffles, but both are solid. Yeah, both are pretty solid. If I do eat waffles, I want it caked in whipped cream. I just love sweets and carbs. I want to stuff them in my mouth with either. Yep, yep, that's also valid. You definitely get the sweet and the carby from waffles and pancakes. Waffles are great with strawberries. That's true. Because strawberries are really uh fresh. Like they have, I feel like strawberries, they like cut flavors really, really well. Actually, like strawberries are a good palate cleanser too. From what I hear. Like if you eat like garlic or something, if you have strawberries for dessert, then it sort of gets rid of some of that odor. Um, Whipped cream strawberries. Yes. Whipped cream and strawberries, that was like my creme de la creme when I was a kid. I actually like when I was in elementary school, I would go to my grandparents' house until my parents got off of work. And my grandma was really close to a grocery store that just sold fruit. And so every day or every other day we would go, she would just have this pile of fruit like on the table as a snack. And pile of fruit as in like it was mainly like watermelons and strawberries. So it's like it's not stuff that's like super super sweets like cantaloupe and stuff like that. Um, but we would just go through an entire strainer full of strawberries in one sitting. It was the best thing in the world. I still dream about that. I still think about it nowadays. Um, Now every time I look at the price of strawberries in the grocery store, I'm like, I can't justify this, and then I don't eat it. And then by the time winter comes around, I'm like, why the fuck did I not eat any strawberries? And especially being located in Southern California, where strawberries are the best here, like it's a shame that I don't take advantage of that. Sam says, I like to make. Thank you, Tech. Happy 1 month. Thank you for coming. I like to make burnt caramel sauce or a whiskey rum sauce to put on your waffles. That's a lot of work for the morning, but I respect that. I love waffles and whipped cream and strawberries too. Yeah, pancakes with whipped cream and strawberries. Mm-mm-mm. All right, let's move on to the next question. What's your favorite type of lightning? Oh, this is different. And more broadly, what's your favorite natural phenomenon? Hmm. I feel like I should preface this with like, if I like this phenomenon, it does not mean I like the disaster that comes because of it. Also, I feel like I could definitely. This one's yours? Okay, when you said nerdy question, I'm like, this is a pretty specific question. I bet it must be Pomu virus. I'm happy to answer it. Thank you for asking. Um, yeah, in Southern California, we don't get weather. Red Sprite lightning is so cool. I need to see what that is. I'm gonna look that up real quick. Red Sprite lightning. Whoa. Hold on. Different types of lightning. Oh, oh, I spelled lighting. I just got a bunch of pictures of lamps. Lightning, lightning. Oh, I just forgot an N. Whoa. There's no way there's different color lightning other than like red and white. I'm seeing one with like green, blue. I'm like, it has to be an edited picture. Um, lightning looks really cool. It's extremely rare and looks like space jellyfish. What causes red sprite lightning? Also, is lightning something that like you're super interested in or something you've done a lot of research in? Um, I'm curious. What's my favorite type of lightning? So me personally, I haven't experienced a lot of lightning in my life. Um, Lightning that's delayed, I think looks really cool. So when it doesn't just strike at one location, but it like reaches really far to strike another location, so it appears in the sky a little bit longer, that's really cool. Or when it branches out, I like that. I think colors have to do with atmospheric pressure. Oh, I'll have to look into this later. Space jellyfish. I'm not extremely knowledgeable. I just think lightning is so cool. You know what? Yeah, that's valid. It makes me want to look up lightning now because I'm like, oh, there's all this stuff that I didn't know. Time to do some research. What's your favorite natural phenomenon? I think something that has to do with water. Um, I definitely love water and I love rain. I haven't experienced rain too many times in my life because, living in a desert. Um, but I always enjoyed the idea of water from the sky. Rain is water from the sky, but like when you like are not used to it and then water comes from the sky, you're like, what? Water comes out of the sky? Seen a couple of tornadoes, very cool but extremely scary. Tornadoes are definitely low on my list. They sound atrocious. The amount of destruction that they cause. I think as a natural phenomenon, it's really interesting how something like that happens. Um, but yeah, scary, scary most of all. Because I think unless you can like actually find some cover, you're actually fucked. Flash floods are scary to me. Those are actually terrifying because there's no indication that it will happen. It just will. And then if it does happen, then you're swept away and probably never to be seen again. um, I think it'd be cool to actually get snow. Rain is awesome. Yeah. Yeah, no, snow here. I've been lucky to have seen snow multiple times in my life. I don't like snow because I guess when I've been to the snow, I've never been prepared with like water resistant clothes. So I would dress warmly, but I wouldn't have an outer layer of like water resistant. And so then the snow would melt on my clothes and I'd just be freezing because it's just you're just covered in cold water. Also, a lot of it is like crunchy. Some of it's gross. Like if it's been walked on, it's like bleh. Snow's okay, it's not as cool as you think. Yeah, if you grow up somewhere with snow, I feel like the general consensus is just like snow ain't shit. But the people who haven't seen snow, like, wow, ice from the sky? You get to like play in it? And then the vice versa is like, I gotta scoop this shit out of the driveway. I have to start my car ahead of time. I could see snow kind of sucking. I just never lived somewhere that snowed. Yeah. That tends to be the case in general. So snow is attracted to the inside of your shoes. Your socks are. Ugh. Oh, I hate that. Soggy feet. The texture of your feet in soggy socks is the worst thing. Terrible. Bleh. I think tsunamis are also really cool. Also, the kind of destruction that they have is terrible. I've only ever seen it snowing once in my life when I was a kid. I saw some leftover shoveled snow last year though. Nice. That either means you got lucky or global warming. Either one of those. Yeah, I think general consensus would have to be rain. I think that's my favorite natural phenomenon. To think that like our atmosphere has a way or not even a way, like maybe it just happens naturally and it's not on purpose, but like the fact that nourishment comes from rain. I'm like, yes, that's cool. Thank you for your question, Pulmuvaris. I will definitely look up lightning later because that's interesting and I want to learn more. Okay. If you had all the resources to, what percent of the year would you spend traveling? Mm. Well, if I see snow in Florida, then there's definitely something wrong. That is true. That's scary to think about. Snow in Florida. Oof. Big oof. That would be bad. If you had all the resources, what percentage of the year would you spend traveling? I would say, off the top of my head, 3 months. But when I like traveling in general tends to really stress me out. What would really help is if I just stay in one location and then explore that location, and just sort of live like I guess the locals would do. Um, because traveling place to place, I always get really stressed out. I'm gonna leave something behind. I have to make sure everything is organized. Like when it comes to actually like doing stuff on time, I get really freaked out. I'm like, oh my god. Um, I definitely try really, really hard to make it happen, to make things happen. But it just ends up stressing me out because I'm trying to manage my time, manage my stuff. So if I could just unload, stay in one location, and specifically, I would love to live where know people or live. Yeah, well, essentially, I'd be living there. I'd like to live where I would know people. Um, because I don't like feeling like a fish out of water. And I don't like being pegged as a tourist either. I think I'm very cautious, or I'm very aware of the way that people see me, and I'm especially aware when I go to other countries. Um, Except for when I went to Thailand. I uh I was able to go to Thailand with my family, and people would start speaking Thai to me, and I was like, "Oh my God, they don't see me as a foreigner." It was really really cool because I grew up in a place where there weren't a lot of Asian people, and so I wasn't ostracized, but I definitely felt different because I was Asian, just because I wasn't like the rest. But then I also don't speak the language of my family. And so then I also feel ostracized from my own family. Because sometimes the older generation would be like, why don't you speak our language? I'm just like, I don't know. Not really my problem. As much as I would love to speak the language, like no one ever taught it to me. So how would I know if no one ever taught it to me? Um, Water break, excuse me. Um, so being in a place where people didn't even second guess my ethnicity, just because I also look, I'm mixed, so I look like I could be a lot of different things, and so people are always asking me, "Are you this? Are you that?" And um, I guess I don't really take it to heart because it's just like people are gonna ask what people are gonna ask, but it's nice for people to assume that you're one of them. So that was definitely a good experience. I would love to live in Thailand. Uh, if I like had some family there, if I had someone that I knew. Um, I grew up with a lot of the food. Definitely different in the homeland than it is here because it's whatever my family cooks. But I would just love to eat that every day. Feeling like I belong would be really cool. No one really second guessing um, my ethnicity. Although when they start hearing me speak Thai, my Thai would be atrocious, and they'd be like, "You are not from here," and I'd be like, "I know." um, yeah, Thailand would be great. I definitely want to live in Japan at least for a month. Um, be there with friends or family. Um, I if I ever spend that much time in Japan, I'd really just want to lay low. Really just enjoy the food. Just be able to just walk around. Really, that's probably it. I'll just probably walk everywhere, like try to walk the entire city, eat food, maybe go to some like fun places, but I wouldn't want to treat it as like touristy. I guess I'd feel like it would be a vacation for me because then I wouldn't have to do anything. I guess I wouldn't have to do anything to make money. If I make money here and then I'm able to go over there or anywhere and just like I could just lay on the floor like in the middle of the afternoon and do nothing. Like that would be really really cool. Cuz then I'd feel like I'd earned it, you know? Cuz otherwise I'm always doing something. So if I can go somewhere and not have to worry about making money and then I could just enjoy the lifestyle there, I think that would definitely be ideal. So I'd say like 3 months would be really fun, but that is 3 out of 9. Oh yeah, yeah, that's not too big. That's just a fourth of the year. The rest of it I just spend like working my ass off. Yeah, Brisa, just to feel like a local for a bit. Exactly, exactly. Um, and without having the responsibilities of a local either, aka having to make money. But yeah, what would you guys do? Put in chat how many months or even percentage, or I feel like months are a little more quantifiable. But how much of the year would you spend traveling? Like are you guys homebodies or are you guys like travel fiends? I'm curious. The same prompt too, if you had all the resources. What would you do? For sure, for sure. Yeah, yeah. Thanks for coming, Brisa. Hope you're having a good day today. Speaking of language. Do do do. I notice that the link when I copy and paste like Twitter links, um, no longer says Twitter. It says X. I'm like, fuck. My capitalist brain tells me only a month. Oh no, Rory, you gotta take more time. Or that's if you want to, though. 2 or 3 months, probably. 1 month per place. Yeah, yeah, that sounds like a good time. A whole year of traveling everywhere. Ah, so you're like a travel fiend. Where would you go? Like, are there particular? You're chilling. Nice, nice. Um, yeah, thank you, thank you. Um, would you want to stick to like a certain continent, or would you want to go like to different continents within that year? And also, if you're to take a whole year of like traveling, then would you like take another year to like work and then do another yearly travel? Like how would you balance work and travel? I would love to travel everywhere. Rory, which places would you like to go to? Virus, traveling is scary. I'd stay home. You know what? It is scary. It's stressful as hell. I hate planning things. I'd rather people tell me do this at this time. I'd be like, okay, I'll get ready for it. But I don't want to plan it. Brendan, mostly very much a homebody. I would definitely consider a trip to Japan or Southeast Asia or even to another state in the US if the reason is good enough. But 2 weeks is usually enough for me. Yeah, you know that balance for yourself, and that's really good. You're not like overextending yourself, going to places that like sound cool, but then it wouldn't end up being good for you. Rory, Asia, Australia, South America. I want to go back to Australia. I have relatives in Australia, and the last time I was there, I was like 10 years old. Um, and so I remember going to beaches, I remember hanging out with my cousins, but I definitely want to experience it again, but as an adult. Definitely years later. Um, my cousins don't have a very like thick Australian accent. Um, I think I tweeted this after I saw my cousins on my trip. But the only time I really heard them say "nar," like NAUR, like "nar," was only once, and it was really like over exaggerated. Otherwise, they're just like "no" or "no" or something like that. Probably Europe for me. I love Scotland and want to go around the countrysides of all Europe. Oh, the countrysides. So really to experience like the life of just the people living on the land, that would be really cool. I think I remember you posting pictures of Scotland. It was so green. So green. I wish you could be green here. Australia would be really cool. Yeah. It was hot. And Vegemite is terrible. So like to describe the flavor of Vegemite is just really bitter. Not I would say not as bitter as like black licorice. I'd say black licorice is like concentrated bitter, but Vegemite is bitter in a disgusting way. Like disgusting to describe the flavor of like muckiness, like blah 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 blah. Blah. That's how I would describe it. I don't know why some people eat or like Vegemite. Vegemite? Vegemite? You gotta eat some Vegemite. um, I would not recommend it, yeah. All right, next question. Oh, yeah, like when I asked my cousins to like explain stereotypes of Australians, they're just like, we do not say shrimp on the barbie. And I'm like, yeah. It's just like when people talk about Americans, burgers all the time. But my cousins are like, beer, beer. uh they'll have vowels that are really enunciated differently. But otherwise, like it almost sound like they're speaking like us, but just like us Americans, or specifically California, Southern Californian American. um, but yeah, Vegemite has always sounded nasty. I don't even know what's in it. I don't know why they made it, but if it's a thing, then that means people eat it, and I see that. I respect that. All right, what advice would you give to someone new to content creation? Oh, so I saw this question earlier, and to be quite honest, I don't feel like I have enough experience to be able to give input on this. Like not like a everyday streamer would, indie streamer, like or even just like VTubers in general who really put their heart and soul into making videos. I think for me, the reason why I got into content creation is because I noticed that when I'm in group settings, I have a lot of fun with other people. I think I can keep up conversation really well. Um, I also feel like when it comes to sewing and stuff, I have a lot to offer in terms of the experience that I have, the ideas that I have for certain things. And so I guess like what encouraged me to do content creation was to be able to share those skills that I have with other people. And yeah. So I think if you have something that you think others would appreciate as well, um, or if you have something to offer to even new audiences, I'd say go for it. You definitely need time and money. So luckily, I've had a lot of savings saved up. So just the past couple of months, I've just been living off of those savings. In addition to the income that I make from like making masks and different accessories and stuff, but that doesn't pay the bills. Um, it's definitely like I definitely starting this, I thought I could make this into a full-time job. And definitely it's only been a month. It takes a long time for that kind of stuff to build, but the limitations that I thought would go away over time are still there. And the limitations are time and money. And so if you want to start on content creation, just because it takes up a lot of time, I'd say definitely reduce your current work schedule if you can afford it. As in, like, maybe work a part time job so that the rest of the day would be spent on content creation. Um, for me, it worked out that if I just didn't get a job in general, it would be okay. But also, the stuff that I do is very, very time consuming. The amount of time, so let's say you are a clothing designer. So, what you are paying for is someone else's time to get your clothing made. So, this clothing is being made in another place, and someone is still there making those clothes. And so, just because you're like a clothing designer, um, I guess what I'm trying to say is that you're not like on the hands on part. And unless you are hands on with sewing, unless you've tried sewing, unless you've tried making garments, you realize how much time it actually takes. And especially because there are all these like factories overseas. Like I had talked about sending plush ideas to a factory. Um, you're paying someone else to be able to do that, to put in the time for you so that you have more time to spend on other things. And I, being that I make handmade products, I tried taking that on myself. Um, and it's fun. But it can also be just very repetitive. It can also be very draining, just sitting at a desk for very long. Thankfully, I have streams to watch to keep me occupied, but it for the amount that I put into making these things, it isn't reflected in what I'm actually able to sell. And so I think that is just the limitation of what I chose to do, making handmade goods. If I really wanted to try to make like a a successful like merchandise business, then I would pay someone else to put in the time. Therefore, I can allocate my time for something else. But that is not what I chose to do with the stuff that I do. And so I think it's definitely fun. It's definitely an idea that I wanted to execute and been able to execute. I'm definitely more motivated to make projects now that I know that there's an audience like coming back to watch me make them, and it makes me really really motivated to be like, here, look what I made, isn't this cool? um and yeah, um this is my 1 month streaming anniversary. But I also just want to be transparent, so I am looking for a full-time job, so that, because doing this in itself just doesn't pay the bills, so I need a way to pay the bills. um Even a part-time job would be fine, but honestly, I'm looking for a full-time job because I want stability, and I'm willing to put that on top of anything else. I don't know what the future will look like in terms of streaming if I do end up getting a full-time job. I'd still love to create and I'd still love to be able to stream, but also my productivity will also be very, very low, just because my time is being spent somewhere else and then I come back really tired. And I'm someone who, I can't just lock away work and then be able to do whatever I want when I come home. I'm someone that, like, whatever. Thank you so much. Thank you for coming. Melly, right? Melly, Melly. Good luck on your search. Thank you, Rory. Um, yeah. And so, oh yeah, I don't know what the future will hold. But I will try to take it in stride. Oh, that's right. I'm someone who, if I do something, that is what I am dedicating like everything to. Like, I'm very in the moment, where it's like, okay, I have this much emotional reserve, I have this much physical reserve, I have this much. So then, like, what I'm doing, I'm just really focused on it. So by the time I come home and I'm like, oh, I could stop doing that, I'm just completely exhausted. Which is why in the past, even when I did have part-time jobs, it was very difficult for me to maintain sewing, just because I'd be really tired when I come back home. Yeah. But yeah, definitely, if you can make it work, even if you could try it out. So like, I'd say this 1 month has been definitely like a trial period, seeing how much I like it, if the limitations on what I do are actual limitations, or am I just like not trying enough, or do I just not have enough time? And so I was definitely privileged to be able to take this time to do this, and I'm very happy that I did. Um, and I'm happy to be here with all of you. And yeah, so we'll see what happens in the future. So then, to reiterate, like, if you have something that you feel like you could offer to other people, definitely use that as a drive to content create. Um, from what I've seen from other people, don't go all in and spend a bunch of money on good equipment, on maybe even a fully rigged model, if you don't know if you can handle it yet. Just because streaming is a very dedicated thing. So because I didn't have a job other than this, I could afford to do 3 streams a week and feel really okay, just because I put in my time during this time, and then afterwards I have enough time to recharge. But if you're working a full-time job and you are streaming on top of that, it can become really difficult to maintain a schedule, because you come home and you're really tired. You're like, I really don't want to stream. And that's a valid feeling. Um, Unfortunately, that cuts into how much exposure, how much reach you have to your audience. If you're canceling streams all the time, then they're less likely to follow you, just because, like, not that it's not about like that you feel like terrible and can't stream. It's just they don't have a lot more interaction. Um, I am using, I have a PC that I had uh, a friend helped me build and I had paid for already, but I'm borrowing a camera, I'm borrowing a mic. And these are things that were graciously gifted to me from other people who were also interested in content creation, but either didn't get around to it or actually ended up buying newer stuff. And so definitely borrowing goods, buying cheap goods, trying out from there, just seeing like how much emotionally you can handle with streaming, and physically as well. Those are things to think about. Yeah. Sorry, I spent a lot of time on that question, but I hope that that gives some good insight. Um, Definitely check out the answers of other like really big VTubers, people who do this for a living. Um, because whatever they experience is going to be a lot more intense, and they've either figured out ways to manage it or they're figuring out ways to manage it, and they could give you a better response. All right, so now we're on this Cyan question. What role or level of support is your goal in the VTuber community? That's a good question. Um, so I never thought about how much, man, I really got to get back on the grind. It was really inspiring because I had a friend tell me like, you actually inspired my friend and I to start streaming after seeing you just really trying to go for it and like follow what you want to do. And I'm like, that's really, really cool. Like that's really inspiring to hear that I could inspire others to want to try to pursue their interests as well, because that is the best thing that I can ask for. Because if I'm watching a small creator, like I want to be motivated to do my own stuff. Because if I wasn't in a position to be able to do what I'm doing, I'd want to feel like I want to have enough energy to be like, okay, like I can do this when I come back home from work. Um, and yeah, and so starting off, I never had a goal for how many like people that I wanted following me. I think my goal coming into this was just having like a consistent level of people watching me. Just because if I was here alone, I'd be very depressed. Because I'd be like, oh no, am I not doing something right? Am I like not bringing in people? Am I not interesting enough? So just stuff like that that really makes you start questioning like whether or not um, you're good enough for the role. And I think definitely talent plays a big part into it, but it's also like reach. So I from the get-go didn't want to brand myself as like a PNG tuber or under VTuber uprising tag, just because I also didn't want my growth to boom suddenly. Like I wanted to know that people are here for my content. They like me for what I do rather than they like me for what they just see in the moment, if that makes sense. I'm gonna take another sip of water. So like I feel a lot more comfortable knowing that a lot of the people here, I think everyone here in the chat is just someone that I know or have met personally. Um, and that makes me feel really comfortable, um, knowing that my audience is just people that I've met before. And so I'm really happy that with the stuff that I have done with Pomu headbands, with other accessories, with making masks, has ended up creating a small community for me, which ended up moving on to streaming. Um, and I'm happy that people are like here and interested in what I have to say and do, and it makes me want to keep going. And I think now that I'm more familiar with like who I am, what I do, I feel a little more confident putting myself under those tags. So earlier I tagged myself under PNG Tuber and VTuber Uprising, just to see if I could get a little more exposure. Um, yeah, so for me, it's been just a really fine line between growing slowly, growing quickly, exposure versus non-exposure. I'm trying to walk a line that's like growing naturally, but also just getting like a steady flow weird recognize weird. Thank you, Murphy. Exactly. Exactly. Um, I like and appreciate my weirdness. I was always criticized for it growing up. Um, and so now, especially within the past like half decade, I've been really starting to grow into myself. Thank you, Rising Soon. Outcast. Oh my god, y'all are here. Thank you for coming. Woo woo. um yeah, now that I'm here and like fully embracing starting to fully embrace myself, like actually like one of the reasons why I love Pomu so much is because she can be her weird giggly self on stream and everyone loves her for it. And I even told her during my first meet and greet. That's so true. I never thought about that. Yeah, like I told her during my first meet and greet that like really thank you for being you because you've shown me that you can be you and people will accept you for it. No ands, buts, or anything like that. And she started sniffling. And I'm like, oh, I made my Oshi do that. But yeah, it's like I get to live vicariously through Pomu as well, like seeing just her have fun and I could just really be like, I'm really happy for you that like you found what works for you. Um and yeah, I have this really big smile on my face just thinking about it. Yeah, so it's a lot to think about. Because I also judge and have this stigma towards people who are just starting off because it's just like, oh, you don't have a lot of followers, it's because you're not trying hard enough, and that's exactly what I tell myself. And so I think it's much less than that. I like to say she didn't let the adult world grind the passion out of her. Honestly, that's really, really admirable. I think if I had let myself goals, yeah. Like if I that's why I've been really hesitant to just throw myself into an office position because I don't want the life in me to get grinded out of me. Uh, but I'm voluntarily going into that position now because I want stability. So it is what it is. The OL life, right? I can't believe like she even said that on stream last night with the tier list. She was like, "Yeah, my lore is that I was an OL." And I'm like, "Was that really in your lore? We knew it was your occupation, but I guess she did put it in her lore because that's what she was at the time." Um and so her being able to reclaim that part of herself after experiencing so many shitty office jobs, so many different jobs, like now she like gets to have fun and hopefully the fun that she deserves, like that's really really cool. And I'm like, I guess I'm trying to pursue that really early on because I haven't been dedicated. um I haven't been dedicated to a job yet since I graduated, excuse me, since I graduated university. Um, to a job isn't like a full time like health insurance, like 9 to 5, whatever job. Um, and so I haven't had anything tying me down. And I've definitely been averse to it because I don't want anything tying me down. But especially now that I have less of a choice, it's like, okay, whatever. But I really, really hope to keep myself and not let the life die. So many people who are boring and lifeless didn't start that way, but just keep. Sorry, I have the little heart thing I can't see, but just keep sight of yourself. Yeah, I think it's really hard to keep sight of yourself if you aren't consistently going back to things that you like to do. And as you get progressively more and more tired as you experience these jobs, it can be really easy to forgo those things. And so especially now that I figured out what makes me happy, what makes me relax as I go into like a full-time job, I will be I will have a little more control over what I can do for self-care. And I think that's very, very important. Yeah, so to summarize that, I didn't have a clue, but I did know that I wanted um, a more comfortable audience, as in people that I know first, and then being able to branch out to other places, and then walking a fine line between growing slow, growing fast, and visibility and stuff like that. All right, so we got two questions left. I want to open up the comments, or so I want to open up chat to any other questions you guys might have for me. I have another activity that I would like to get started in a little bit, but I'd also love to answer some more questions off the fly before we transition to that. So, this question in purple here: what's your take on the Suica game craze? Is an end in sight? So, I haven't played Suica, but I've been playing 2048, and I have been playing the ripoff game with the Nijisandi Boobas. And I was talking to a friend, and apparently this trend of like specifically like the ball dropping game has been around for a while, and it just comes and goes. And I don't know. I don't see the Suica game as like a bad thing or like a bad trend. It's like, oh, everyone's doing the trend. You should do it too. Like, I just see it as like everyone is enjoying the same, like they're getting the same thing out of this game. And I think that's really, really cool. And that's really, really fun. Because then you could talk about it with other people and be like, oh, yeah. So, like, this is my strategy for doing this. And yeah, like normally I'm not someone who jumps on trends. So I also don't have a Switch of my own, so I can't play the game anyways. And I hadn't had any plans on doing that on stream. But just watching every different person playing the game, I think is really fun. The watermelon though is so cute. So cute. I wish I was the watermelon. Second part of the question: is there an end in sight? I think it will come and go. I think this game or something like it will come um, again. And it's just the concept of the game is that you just think you have control over something that you really don't, unless you somehow, at least with the Suica game, like things roll, so you don't have control of everything because things are circular and it's a little harder to build. But like things like 2048, you could figure out the strategy. You can either look it up or figure it out yourself, like me, um, and see what works. My normie friends really started getting into it too. It's crazy. Yeah. I think it's something overall people can get into, which I think is really, really fun. Also, it's just really cute, and I stand anything really cute. All right, what you got you interested in cosplaying? This one's a fun question. When I was a kid, I loved wearing the princess dresses. Always wanted them. Obviously, they're really expensive, and my parents were just like, "We can't afford that." And I'm like, "Okay, I understand." Not without a fight. It's like, I want it, but I understood. And then Halloween would just be, without really me knowing it, would be my favorite holiday out of the year, just because I love looking at all the decorations, but I also love seeing all the outfits. Like Halloween would just be so much fun for me, walking around, seeing the houses, seeing different outfits, be like, oh yeah. It's like Candy Crush will be around for a while. Yeah, that's so true. Or like Words with Friends. My mom still plays Words with Friends. Not going away. Scrabble, really basic game, really like something people love to do, and it just is. um but cosplaying in particular, I remember being younger, being in LA, and then seeing someone cosplay an Evolution, going to Anime Expo. This is before I knew what Anime Expo was. And I'm like, whatever that is, I want it. Whatever that is, I want to go there. Because I was also introduced to anime pretty late. So I did not grow up with titles such as Bleach, Sailor Moon, Inuyasha, Naruto, Dragon Ball. Like, I maybe heard of Naruto, but it was on late at night and I wasn't allowed to stay up super late. I also didn't stay up super late. Um, and obviously I had Pokemon, but Pokemon wasn't considered a quote unquote anime. So it wasn't until like Netflix started introducing anime that I was able to have more exposure to it. Um, and my first cosplay was actually Toru Honda from Fruits Basket. And my aunt from Japan sent us the cosplay with her. And it was really cute. It was really well made, but it was really small because it's Japanese sizes. So even though like I was still a growing person, as I got older and older, it started fitting less and less. So then I finally like wore it for the last time, and that was like the first time I actually like cosplayed at school as Toru Honda. It was the best. Like I always am very conscious of the way other people look at me, in general, but also when I'm cosplaying, I'm always thinking like, oh, does it look okay? Do I look weird? Are people judging me? And I felt that a lot, when I was in the Toru Honda cosplay. But just over time, I started getting more and more comfortable with the idea of putting myself out there in public, because I think that was just it. Am I comfortable presenting myself in this way in front of other people, and am I gonna be okay with their stares and stuff like that? Um, and definitely like not knowing anything about cosplay, not knowing how to style wigs, definitely intimidation factor. Um, I didn't want to touch it for the longest time, but for some reason I was okay with trying to make cosplay like armor and stuff like that. So it's really like zigzag path to getting into cosplay. But I think especially now that I know I'm a little more like androgynous, I can choose which direction I want my makeup to be in, like what kind of characters I want to cosplay. I think that opens up the the page a lot more. So I'm excited. So yeah, what got me interested in cosplaying, I think I always liked costumes. Um, I think they're fun. I think it feels very natural for me. And what got me to like actually take the step into cosplaying was when I was just like, there were a couple times in high school when I like, actually there was a time in high school where I bought a wig, butchered someone else's wig, and then realized like, oh, I can't take wigs lightly, because if you fuck them up, then you can't use them. um oh, has it just been silent the whole time? Oops. My bad. I forgot to add the background music because this is my video watching tab. Normally I would play videos there, and I forgot to have the background music. I'm sorry. Let me add that right now. All right. All right. I think it's the right Oh no. I'm not too worried about being here talking with no background music. I'm just like, oh man, it must be boring for you guys. I'm sorry. um, what got you interested in cosplaying? Yeah, and then just failing a couple times and being like, okay, I'm actually gonna try doing it, and then it's just really just inching and breaking those fears of appearing in public, but also like the feeling of failing. If I happen to mess up a cosplay, like, can I recover from that? Can I try again? And it takes a little bit of time between each iteration, as I recover from it and realize, okay, it's not that big of a deal. But please, thank you. It's okay. It's been fun hearing you ramble like that. I'm talking a lot. Thank you. Yeah. I definitely recommend cosplaying to anybody. Cosplaying, it seems like something you already have to have a lot of knowledge about, and which you do, but you build that knowledge over time. No one is just an instant cosplayer. And so like when I look at cosplayers like Sakumicha, I'm like, I want to be them. And then I think about all the work that goes into it. I'm like, you know what? I don't think I'm as passionate about them as like um as like they are with cosplaying. That's why they've been doing cosplay for over 10 years and they look really professional. But maybe I'll get there someday, maybe in 20 years instead. So yeah, I'll go ahead and again, if there are any questions that you have, just go ahead and put them in chat. But in the meantime, I'm going to set up, and I will introduce the next activity. I set up beforehand, so everything is pretty much done. But ready and ja-ja! My camera's frozen. Give me a sec. I'm starting to think that maybe this camera is a lost cause because I was trying to put more tape on it to make sure it didn't come out of its socket. And even though the wire is not out of the socket, it is just not connecting for whatever reason. So I think I will just give up on it. Ta-da! There we go. Alrighty. So you must be asking, oh, what is this? Thank you for the hearts. They're so cute. You must be thinking, oh, what is this? This is a nice like board. You have some markers here. Also, what is this? I will go into this first. So this is a pomudachi. And this was my this was my first time actually trying to make it. Yes, it is made out of craft felt. Ah yeah. And I'll explain why that's a problem in a second. But I did a NutnutYe mascot stream where I tried turning the NutnutYe mascots into plushies, and we sort of talked about it on stream how we would make it if we did. But also like essentially I was trying to build blueprints to send to like a manufacturer. And so actually earlier this week I was looking at different manufacturers, and there was one thing that I noticed at first is that the size limitations, the lowest most like plush makers will go is 4 inches for a plushie. So this is about the same size as like a squishmallow, right? Do I find plush patterns really challenging? Yes, they are challenging, especially to make them alone. And so yeah, so I tried looking at different manufacturers. I tried looking at American-based ones first, but obviously those are very expensive because they're mainly custom made. Or if you do want to make a bunch of plushies, it is like 1,000 plus, 3,000 plus, and obviously I don't need that many amounts. So then I looked on Alibaba, and Alibaba has plush manufacturers, and they have, as a little amount says, 50. I still see the hearts. They're so cute. Thank you. And from what I heard from other, oh my God, my chat should be here. Why is it not here? Refresh. Okay. Sorry, chat should be on screen, but it's not on screen. Scarecrow, hello. I'm glad you're still streaming. Congrats on, oh, I'm at 50? Actually, I'm checking right now. Yay! We reached 50 subscribers. Let's go! That's so exciting. I saw us at 48, and now we're at 50. Oh, fuck. My camera. That's actually perfect now that we have 50 subscribers, because that has to do with this. Yippee! Thank you, Rory. So yeah, I tried looking at different manufacturers, and from what I heard from other people who have been through manufacturers before, you just shotgun it. You literally like email them like, "Hey, could you make this?" And then they will give you a quote. And thank you, everyone. Yay! I know. I shook the table, it moved the camera, and then it died. So I will not shake the table anymore. Yeah, and like so you first have to get a sample in which you pay for the sample, which makes sense because they're making a design for you. They give you revisions, but you also pay for shipping. And so I'm like, for something this small, do I really want to pay a lot of money to make something this small? And it might be worth the time so I could produce more of them. So it might be an avenue I look into in the future, but for the time being, I tried making my own plush. So this was my prototype, still made out of felt. He has an ass crack. Unfortunately, not butt cheeks, but he does have an ass crack. When I sewed this, I forgot that the hole should be in the back of the plushie, so it's a little bit in front of the plushie, but it's a still like triangular shape. I tried doing like a pyramid shape like we did before and modified it and just, yeah. So this is the first iteration. I did a big one. Ended up making this one using this template, like a little rounded ghost, because the whole idea is that if it's rounded at the bottom like this, it won't get fat anyways. Period. And so, yeah, now we have a little Tomodachi plush. This is made out of felt. So craft felt is just a bunch of synthetic like fibers that are just smashed together. So felt actually comes undone over time. If you start pulling at it, you'll just start pulling the individual fibers and it'll come undone. So it's not great for a plushie. If this were to sit on a headband, that would actually work really well. Because it's not like people are going to touch it very much, but if you keep adjusting it and stuff like that, but it's the perfect size. If I wanted to put a Ryu guard here and a Familiara here, 3 of them here would be perfect, and that's exactly what I wanted to do. But I still have to work out the kinks a little bit. What I did is that I bought some fleece. So let me show you what that looks like. So this is fleece. And look at the color. Isn't it perfect? It actually looks a little more orange on the camera. Yep, unwoven fabric. Exactly. So fleece is a knit fabric. No, is it a woven? Fuck. I actually don't know. I don't know too much about that yet. It's stretchy. So I would guess. Well, it's not like elastic. I don't know. Anyways, so fleece is plush. And so I was asking the ladies at the fabric place, and they were just like, it's not gonna stretch, it's not gonna fray. You don't have to, you might want to use a certain type of needle, but it'll do really well for plushies. And so what I'm gonna try to do is use the same template and put it on fleece. So we'll see how well it holds. For the little feetsies and stuff, I could just do 1 layer, but for like little extensions like this, I might actually combine felt with fleece. So we'll see how that goes. But yes, I am trying to make these plushies myself. Why I do this to myself, I cannot say. Because it's fun, but it's also really time exhausting, and you know what, I'm just gonna leave him here and then we're gonna move on. Okay, so my plan for today is to write up to 50 people, 50 subscribers. I think the backing is probably woven. That would make sense, because if it's woven, then it wouldn't fray. Or knits don't fray, wovens do fray. So it's perfect that we have 50 subscribers, because I'm going to put all your names on here to celebrate 1 month streaming anniversary. And so, pens. As you could tell, I really like stationery. Definitely tried like fighting against the I want stationery all the time thing, and it becomes really expensive. But I still have my choice selection of stationery. So what I'm going to do is write 1 month anniversary on here and then write everyone's names around the periphery. So what color? So I'm looking at pink, because pink is like what I started off with first, so quintessential. So I think pink and orange would look really cute, not gonna lie. So if I do like bulk letters and then go in with the orange, I think that'd be really cute. So 1. Oh, I'm so scared writing on this, because if I fuck up, there's no undoing it. Cute. Yes. 1 month. Oh. And oh. It's fine. It's fine. 1 month. Gee. I'm glad like spelling basic things hasn't been an issue for me. It's when stuff like achieve, whether the I or the E comes first, that's what really gets me. TH we and I'm also keeping track of the time. We only have 30 minutes into the unarchived karaoke. In the case that I can't finish this because we did start late, I will just finish tomorrow morning during the Evil Within stream. 1 month. Do I spell out anniversary? Annie. A. And I'm not gonna mess up the N this time. Down. Oh, fuck. And what am I doing wrong? Oh, does the N have to come down all the way here? N. I was gonna stop it short there. And then I. Yeah, I made it. Okay. I'm gonna draw little dots because I think that would be really cute. Dots and stripes. Design aesthetics. 1 month Annie. Nice. All right. I'm gonna go through and go shing, shing, shing. Oh my god, the colors look so alike. Well, not my problem. Not my problem anymore. Yay! Why is N so hard? Honestly, I didn't expect N to be that hard. I don't have a mind's eye for this because I have not done it before. So I'm like, oh, I'm just shotgunning it. All right, so in the comments right now, with your name, tell me the color you would like your name to be written in. For those of you who are not here but are still subscribed to me, I will choose a name and I will also choose a sticker. I also mess it up when I try to do bubble letters. Exactly. All right, so those of you who are here, y'all get to choose a color. So you can choose any one of these colors here, whatever you can see, and a sticker. So I will categorize it in 2 different ones. 1, Sanrio stickers. Look how cute these are! Oh shit. Am I gonna write this down? Okay, I'm gonna write this down. All right, so Sam wants purple. Sam. Purple. Scarecrow wants purple. Outcast wants green. Okay. Brendan wants blue. I will write them down as they start coming in. Rory, where the fuck did you get those? I know, right? These in particular are so cute. Okay, Murphy wants blue. Tech wants purple. There we go. Okay. So these stickers were found at my local anime store. Local anime store as in not official, but they sell shit. But the owners are from Korea, so they go to Korea and they buy Sanrio stuff from Korea. It's all fucking cute. So you guys get to choose. So there's Sanrio as an option. You can specify Cinnamoroll, Kuromi, or Pokacho. There is Sanrio. You get to choose your color and a sticker to go with your name. There is dogs. Look at these little emus. Aren't they cute? They're so cute. So you get the dogs. Dogs are here. Okay, I have 4 different options. Fruits basket. These are my favorite fruits basket. I might just honestly use these to just decorate the whole thing. So maybe these won't count then. And then card deco stickers. So you have Cinnamoroll, you have dogs, and then card deco stickers. So let me know which one you would like in addition to your color. All right, Brendan wants a Doge. I specifically wrote Doge, not just dog. I can't get over how cute this is. Look! Look at them! So not only are they glittery stickers, but they each have a little like color frame on them. Of course, you have so many stickers. You know what? I justify it because I write a lot of letters with like everything that I sell. So I just like stickers on everything, and I could write it off on my taxes. Kuromi, Scarecrow wants Kuromi. Okay. So freaking cute. They did come from Korea. Joy Top? You see they have the thing to prevent it from stealing. It's Joy Top, apparently it's the brand. Scarecrow, Kuromi, Kuromi. Sam wants cinnamon roll. Cinnamon roll. Outcast wants a doggo. Doggo and Doge. Noted. Alrighty, so I'm gonna start writing these down. So we have Sam first, purple. I'm gonna choose a light purple for you. Because you're a fruity bitch. I'm gonna put Sam up here. Sam. And you wanted cinnamon roll. These are my prize stickers. Honestly, I'm the type of person to buy like 2 sets of stickers so that I don't have to ever use one. Which doesn't make any sense because stickers are like meant to be used, you know? But c'est la vie. I'm all the fruit. Dog protect. Alrighty. Doge, dog, and doggo. If you guys haven't noticed already, Sam is Rumi-chan. They're my best supporter, and I appreciate them a lot. Already. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. I'm sort of scared to take it all out of here, but I will do this magnificent looking cinnamon roll sticker for you. Look at this. It has a nice, like, crisp plastic feel. Oh, it's too good. Especially since you donated on my Ko-Fi. And you are the first one with a subscriber. Rumi-chan, why did you do that? You don't need to do that. But I appreciate it nonetheless. Alrighty. So we have Sam. Done. Crossed off the list. Scarecrow. Scarecrow, you wanted purple. So I'm going to do a dark purple for you. Because I actually really like the way this purple looks. Do Scarecrow. Should I do all over? I don't know. I'm like the type of person who's like, I want to go in order. But it looks better if it's all over the place. So we'll do Scarecrow here. I'm trying my best handwriting right now. F you, I do what I do what I want. Well, fuck you. Fuck you. Alright, so Scarecrow wants Kuromi. Shit. I threw this away. I'm also the type of person to keep this. No. But like, look at this. I actually have a little folder dedicated specifically to like packaging that looks really, really nice. Just because like, it's just so... Okay, perfect. Scarecrow has dark purple energy. We stand that. Yeah, I will put this. I love how cute this is gonna be. I'm so excited. So, I'm keeping this. It's gonna go in my pile of useless shit, but I will keep it anyways. But I'm so excited. When I saw these shikshis at Daiso, I'm like, I want one, even though I didn't really have like a purpose for it. And the reason why I bought the shikshis in the first place is because I've shown this shikshi before, but it's still one of my favorites. I commissioned this from Yurina at Offkai Expo. True, the packaging is so cute, isn't it? Isn't this so cute? Do you see this? It's because I put it on my desk on top of my like little sticker letterbox, and it keeps falling on the floor. And so it's like damaged at the end. I'm like, fuck, I need to take better care of this. Rory wants cinnamon roll. And what color would you like, Rory, with your name? All right, take out the staples because this is hurting me. Okay. Oh, hell yeah, doggo for the win. All right, Lise. And what color would you like? There. Scissors. Magenta. Ooh, spicy. I like that. All right. The best magenta I have would have to be in here. I think this is a good magenta. This is also a good magenta. I don't know. This one's a lot cleaner, so I like this one. Magenta. Magenta. Alrighty. But also, like, look at this. They textured it differently. So, like, this is, like, smooth, but it also is glittery. Like, and the rest of this is just cardstock, but, like, every, like, little... It's too good. Okay. Alright, Scarecrow. You wanted Kuromi. Alright, since you said dark purple energy... Ooh, I'm gonna pull this Kuromi here with the nice purple background. Sorry, it's really reflective, so it's a little hard to see, but... Hold on. I will put her on here. There we go. Yes! Look at that! So cute! I'm having a lot of fun with this, if you can't tell. Alright, Scarecrow is off the list. Alright, Outcast, you wanted green. I'm gonna choose this forest green. I think that'll work really well. Also, peak Pomu. Oh, that looks great. I'm glad you like it. That's perfect. Alright, so Outcast wants green and a doggo. So we'll go up here. I think this would be fun. I want to draw a little Pomu headband on here. There we go. The cute little wink. She's killer, isn't she? Really, the sticker effects are fun. Oh, okay. Really, choose a color and a sticker. All right. And then Gleese, also choose a color, Gleese. I got your doggo. I still need a color. And then Rory wanted Cinnamoroll. Cinnamoroll. Murphy, did I miss you? Did you choose a specific sticker? Can you choose a specific sticker to go with your name? Outcast. Alrighty. You have the little animal stickers. Alright. So there's a lot on here. So Outcast, you get to decide if you want the nice sitting dark puppy, if you want the on the tummy light puppy, if you want if you want the sleeping dark puppy, if you want the little like I want to play puppy, if you want the ass puppy. I think those are the 4 positions. There's side sitting, front standing, belly, back, and butt. Not gonna lie, I love the dog ass. So I'm gonna take that and add it for you. Oh my god, isn't that cute? You know, I'm gonna get a good camera so that these details will be able to be seen. But there's a little doggy butt. Perfect. Alrighty, Brendan. So you wanted blue. I don't have a dark blue on here, so I'm gonna go dark blue here. I think I see your profile picture, and then it reminds me. Oh no, just kidding. You have the Pomudachi tummy. You give me dark blue vibes, so I'm gonna do dark blue for you, Murphy. Blue and character of your choice. Okay. Are you happy with the selection, Outcast? I was gonna say dog ass for me and no one else. You know what? Okay. Is it too late? Is it too late? It might be a little late, but that's okay. All right. So Murphy, you get the dog ass. Outcast, go ahead and choose your dog. Murphy's gonna get the dog ass right here. There you go. I That is okay. There we go. There you go. Dog ass for you and dog ass for no one else. Yay! Oh, tummy. You said tummy. Tummy. Yay, both of you guys are the really cute light colored Shiba. Ta-da! Dog ass for Murphy. I might be tempted to draw an X on the asshole. Oh, I zoned out for a second. I'll take the dog belly if you haven't already. All right, we'll do 2 dog bellies. I'm gonna give you, Brendan, I'll give you the dark dog belly because we haven't had that one yet. So where are you, Brendan? Okay. Dog belly dark. Alrighty, and Murphy, you chose a doggo ass. Alrighty. And then Brendan. Wait a minute. Oh, oops. I wrote Murphy as dark blue. But Brendan was also supposed to be blue. Sorry, I think I messed them up. Okay, tummy then? Yeah. You got tummy right here. All right, so Brendan, I'm gonna do a lighter blue for you. I'll do like a medium blue. I'll put you right here. Asterisk hole. Exactly. I'm tempted to draw the little asterisk hole. There is a little asshole on here. I'll put the dot first. There you go. The dot looks good. I like the dot. It's a little hard to see on the screen, but it's perfect. All right, Brendan, you chose belly. We'll do the little dark pup belly. Ta-da! Wait, I'm gonna put him on top. Oh, it's so cute! He's just laying on top of your name. Nice. Nice. Okie dokie. And then Tech, you want purple. Tech, you also give me dark purple vibes. But since I already did this purple, I'm going to do this purple. Does that sound all right? Or would you prefer a light purple? We did this purple. You know what? I don't have any other purple. So it'll have to be dark purple. Tech's going to go over here. Nice. Okay, I'm glad you're happy with it, Brendan. Perfect. Tech. And then you wanted a dog as well. So, Tech, what kind of dog are you looking for? Are you looking for politely sitting dog? Are you looking for I want to play dog? Oh, there's 3 different doggos on here. There's a cream colored one. There's asshole. Oh, no, we can't do asshole because Murphy claimed asshole. There's dog just like grumpy, just like looking away from the camera. That's so cute. Do you have a preference? This little one's cute too. He's just off staring at the distance. I like the back turn one. I think that one's really cute. Playful! Playful it is! Okay, we don't have a playful white dog, but I'm gonna give you the cream dog because the cream dog is super, super cute. And we're gonna put him right below your name, right here. Ta-da! It's really small now that I look at it, but I hope everything will fit on here. Yay! This dog is so cute. Ready? Rory, it's your turn. I'm gonna give you the saucy magenta. Let me just make sure this is the magenta I thought it was. Doop, 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 doop. Versus this one. Oh yeah, this is like a more red magenta. I want like magenta. Yay! Thank you, Tech. All right, we got about 10 minutes until the collab. So I'll just finish everyone who's here, and then I'll do the other stuff. The saucy magenta. Rory's gonna go down here. Yeah. I give you a little face in the Y. Cinema roll. What about the sleepy cinema roll? That's cute. All right, there's also a little cinema roll in the pink here. I'm saving this one, the big cinema roll, for any other project that I need like a big sticker. There's also this cinema roll in like the pink star. There's also side-facing cinema roll. Do you have a preference? I like this one. I like this one for you, the sleeping one. But you get to decide. This side-facing cinema roll is really cute. I like how with this palette, they didn't just choose all blue because it's really easy. I know the sleeping one is so cute. Because it's really easy just to go with one color. Spoopy! Spoopy! Wait, spoopy is spooky. What is it? Eepy. My internet knowledge is vast as always. Eepy! No. No. He will be sleeping right beside you. Oh, it's so cute. Thank you, thank you. Alrighty. And then... Alright, Gleese, I'll just choose a color for you. I'm thinking... orange. But like this orange. Because this orange is a really... It's not like a bright... Yay, you're welcome, Rory. Thank you for coming. I'm getting this vibes. I like this vibe. Alright, so we'll go Gleese down here. The shape of it is like a little captain's hat. Of this one? Yeah. He's so cute. Gleese. And Gleese wanted a doggo. Alright, let's see. Let's do our doggo count. So we have 2 light colored doggos. We have 1 dark colored doggo, and then we have a cream colored doggo. So I'm gonna do a light colored doggo. I like this one. But there's a doggo on the tummy. Two of them are on their tummies already. 1 playful, 1 facing the back. I'm gonna do this one. Nope, we're doing the one right on the tummy. That's just too cute. Please. He's just looking up at us. How precious is that? Oh my god. Okay. And in Melly, you chose blue. Do you have a specific sticker that you'd like? I'm gonna do this blue. This is like a nice, not a sky blue, but it's a little darker than a sky blue, but I think it's a good color. Melly. Ooh, we could do one of these as well. The top loader. Oh, look at this bear from the top loader one. Okay, that's giving me the vibes. What do you think? Look how sparkly this is. I'm like Sanrio. Okay, okay. Do you have a preference? Do you have Kuromi, Cinnamoroll, or Pokacho? I'm giving you guys another opportunity to look at these. Kuromi. I actually have some Kuromi like plushies. I'm not someone who like collects Kuromi, but I got them because during that phase, it was when Pomu and Selene were collabing a lot, and Pomu is Cinnamoroll, and Selene was Kuromi, and I had to. But also the Kuromi plushes, they're all in maid outfits. And I'm like, I have to get this. I have to. All right, we got about 5 minutes left. Kuromi, Cinnamoroll, or Polkacho? Polkacho! Let's open him up. It would be really fun to do ASMR one day. I think I'd be good at it, but I haven't really had the chance to try. But also I heard that they're very, very expensive. So I wonder if there are any other like mic options other than the super duper expensive ones. Look at him. I love a guy with a flower crown. One and two. Man, these little, I was about to call them paper clips. Little staples piss me off. All right. Yeah, Joy Top is the brand, so if you want to try looking for them, but specifically, they're from Korea. So I don't know where you can find them here. All right, now we get to look for a cute Polkacho. Honestly, like, this is giving me the same sort of, like, ecstasy as, like, euphoria. As, like, when you buy, like, a sheet of candy from the candy store, you know? Like, this is, like, my equivalent of candy, because I don't eat candy, really. Okay. So, there's Polkacho here who looks so excited. That's cute. You have running Polkacho. You have carrying flowers Polkacho. You have another carrying flowers Polkacho. You have another like sitting here Polkacho. I like the cheerful one. The cheerful one's so cute. Or even just this one in the little house. Do you have a preference? You said sure any, but I just want to make sure before I put one on. You are our last person for today. I'm starting to peel this one off. We're gonna go with this guy. We're going with this guy. Annie. Okay. Look at him. Look at him. He's so cute. All right, I'm gonna put him on this side. Ta-da! So cute! Alrighty. Yay! And that concludes the 1 month anniversary stream. Woohoo! Thank you everyone for coming and hanging out. I hope you guys had a good time and able to learn a little more about me as well. I want to schedule another Play with Viewers collab maybe next week or the week after. There is going to be a special collab in the next week. All the hearts, yay! That I'm very excited to announce. It's going to be a big collab, so I think it'll be very fun to see different people's point of view. I will also finish this on my off time, and I'll make sure to post a picture of it on my Twitter. All 50 subscribers are going to be on here. Thank you again. And those of you who donated to my Ko-Fi, the link is in my Twitter. You will also get an additional sticker because I really appreciate your contribution. Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone. I hope you all enjoy the collab and I hope you all have a great day. Thank you for coming. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.